rebounded by beating Arkansas last week, and Mississippi State has opened up SEC play now. 4 of their first 5 games against top 20 teams, and the Bulldogs beating Oklahoma and Georgia last week. And right away, we're going to turn the ball over to Tennessee.
Again, when you start the game, you got to be on point when you're looking at the possessions. It is critical for this Mississippi State team to maximize every opportunity they can to go the other way and score.
Sam Purcell saying that the analytics tell him if he has 28 or fewer turnovers in this game, they can win it. That is an astounding stat when you consider the nature of college basketball, but the way Tennessee plays, it works out in their favor.
As you can see, this Tennessee team will get after you on makes, misses. They are very hungry to attack the basketball, but Mississippi State did a great job right there getting the rebound. You're going to have to be able to match their ability to rebound the basketball and not give this Tennessee team second and third opportunities, because they like to get all over the offensive glass.
And Mississippi State wants no live ball turnovers. Caught had it stripped away, fans still on their feet. They don't sit down until Tennessee scores. Tennessee starting 5 in Kim Caldwell's system. Doesn't matter who starts. Everyone is playing. Everyone is coming off the bench.
Yeah, she's playing such a high level defensively by having her players in there go 94 feet, so she's going to have to rely on her bench a little bit. No, we haven't, but I feel like Okad has really affected this Tennessee team ability to get on the boards offensively.
Now 3 off the mark by Depresha Poe. Spencer will push it for the Lady Vols. Tennessee leads the nation in 3-pointers. They make 12 a game. Lead the nation in points per game. They average 96 per game. Whitehorn, the bank is open.
For a Tennessee team to go this long without scoring, but again, this Mississippi State team has had a lot of opportunities in the very first couple of minutes of taking care of the basketball. Multitude of players that they subbed in and out, so they were working. Mississippi State did a great job of working on communication. You got to be able to say, here's my man, this is who I'm picking up, and know the scouting report, because you got to go deep into the scouting report.
Well, they know the backboard. Spearman banks another one in. And here's that pressure. Double team coming over. Russell gets through it nicely. She gave it up. McCott missed. That's a rare miss for her. And then gets it on the second try after scoring her 2,000th point against Arkansas. Spearman again. Nice look up to Jerkayla Jordan. She tries to beat Spearman and does. Charlie Cream has both these teams obviously in the field. Tennessee is a number 4 seed at this point, which would mean they could host first and second round games. Mississippi State is a 7 seed.
But just a balanced attack offensively when you look at what Anaya Russell can bring to this Mississippi State team, and Jerkayla Jordan as well.
Depresha Poe making the 3. 71% of her made shots this season have been 3-pointers.
Well, if you look at the scouting report, she's going to be the 3-point specialist on the scouting report, shooting 43%. So she's one player you definitely don't need to leave open.
Good rebound by Montague. Here's McFall. McFall trying to beat Darby to the basket. Does. Mississippi State was leading South Carolina the entire first half a couple of Sundays ago. And Whitehorn knocks it in. The nature of the way these two teams plays into that. That 3's off the mark. Good block out by Spencer.
Yeah, she did a great job on that weak side, getting the ball, and then now she's able to push tempo. But what's been working for this Lady Vol team is the ball screen action that they've been setting in the middle of the floor.
See if they can get that open again. No, 3's on the way. Uh-oh.
Reflecting, Pat, and that every single day we are trying to be better and do more.
Yeah, one word that has come up over and over again, the more I've been exposed to the Pat Summitt Foundation, caregiver. Yeah. And I think that caregivers, maybe to the general public who don't know a lot about Alzheimer's and dementia treatment, they're kind of the forgotten people in the whole puzzle. What is Pat's game plan? And tell us more about the caregiver focus.
Yeah, so, for the 7 million people that are diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, there's about 11 million Americans providing full-time care for them, unpaid. So they're their spouses, children, loved ones. And so we started seeing a need within the caregiving realm. The data was coming out, the research was showing the impact on our caregivers' physical health, emotional and mental health. And so Pat's game plan was our way to address that. It's a free tool for all of our caregivers to access online, and it addresses their unique needs. So how do we help you from a legal planning standpoint, financial planning? You hear these things, there's modifiable risk factors. Well, what on earth does that mean, and how do you implement that in your day-to-day life? And so the Pat Summit Foundation will start working a whole lot more in addressing brain health and educating our youth, our student athletes, and our coaches.
We'll try to get on the same page here and meet this challenge in Mississippi State. Nice look inside to Hollingshed. Hollingshed going to work.
This is an area where the Tennessee team needs to look for it. It's the inside play of a player of her caliber, because she can score the basketball.
We talked a lot about Talaysia Cooper in the open, but Tennessee in general is so hard to game plan. 8 of 11 from the line this year. She really hasn't been to the free throw line yet. She's an aspiring broadcaster, Nikki. She wants to get into this line of work.
Well, you love when you have players who know and have direction of what they want to do, and she's taken full advantage of coming over. And that's a hard start for the SEC tournament, playing 3 teams that are ranked in the top 15 in the country.
Yeah, and to your point, that Oklahoma win was after they lost back-to-back to Kentucky and South Carolina. Raiders 3 off the mark. So Sam Purcell felt like that it could be a rough start. They had to weather the storm. And Jewel Spear buries the three-pointer.
And again, that's just not getting matched up in transition. And this is where Tennessee is really at their best, is in transition.
Spencer makes a 3.
As we talked about earlier, it's a game of runs.
Yeah.
And this Mississippi State team had a run. They had a great push there. Right now, Tennessee is on a 6-0 run.
Well, Tennessee,
as we see here, this Tennessee matchup, but Mississippi State is also a team that you've got to be aware of, that because they can come in and they can build a little momentum here. And obviously got off to a little start there at Kentucky and then losing to South Carolina, but they've had a great win over Oklahoma, and they also had a win at Georgia. So this team can get on the floor and come in environments and win games on the road. Then this Mississippi State team is going to be also a team that no one's going to want to play in postseason.
Well, that was a nice step through from Cooper. Lacotte will bring it up the floor, handling well. And then an offensive foul. Has a steep learning curve to learn to play this Division I basketball, not foul. And she is fouled, maybe more so than other conferences, or is it strictly individual? Like, do you know what you're getting with an SEC player as opposed to maybe another conference?
I believe you do, because the style of play, you know that in the SEC it's going to be physical. Yeah, that stories like that does. Ooh, that's a nice block right there. I don't know how she did it. I just don't know how she did it.
Whitehorn, 3 on the shot clock, knocks it in.
About Whitehorn, and you talk about, Detroit, Michigan. Yeah. I was sharing this story. There's so many great players who played for Tennessee that are from Michigan.
Tess Darby. That's what she does best. Make threes.
Well, and the closeout has got to be like literally you got to get on them and not give them that space. But, when I was talking about the Michigan teams, the players that played on this roster, you got Deidre Charles, you had Regina Clark, you had Peggy Evans, and they're part of why these banners are up there today.
Hollingshed is fouled by Montague. Kayla Jordan's leadership on the floor for Mississippi State. She's like another coach out there.
Yeah, she definitely is. She understands the expectation for this Mississippi State team.
Fans didn't like it. It was a good call. Mississippi State, little miscommunication there. Puckett will pick it up and give it to Spear. Cooper, little turnaround jumper. Beautiful.
We have a Lady Vol thread that we keep in touch with each other. And when you get to see each other, like I got to see Kelly, and it was just so good to see her. But I'll tell you, when you play for Pat Summitt, you better be one, disciplined.
Foul was on Whitehorn. Russell missed the free throw. She made the 2.
When Okada's out of the game, that right there will eliminate a lot of those opportunities for Mississippi State to clear the board. So it's got to be 5 people coming in and rebounding and boxing out.
Speaking of 5, Whitehorn is now 5 of 7. She has been the player that stepped up offensively for Tennessee tonight so far.
Yes, Whitehorn is playing so composed right now. She's able to get to, we talked about her spot, that mid-range jumper, and knock down the shot.
Well, Jerkayla Jordan knocks down the 3 from the corner to reduce the Tennessee lead back down to 2. Mississippi State's done a good job with turnovers as well. A 3 answered by, Ruby Whitehorn.
They just got many weapons. Talaysia Cooper is not shooting the ball extremely well. She's 1 of 9 from the field, but that has not stopped this Tennessee team.
They got to get on Jerkayla Jordan. She is going to make them pay. Jordan with another 3. Jerkayla Jordan, she is a big game player. Seems to play her best against the better teams. Cooper. Wow. Jordan, 8 points. This is Russell. Russell through the lane. Got the roll.
Mississippi State team has done a really nice job on the defensive glass and not allowing Tennessee to get offensive rebounds like they typically do.
Oh, wow, Cooper. How about the strength it took to make that shot?
Well, she was one of my clutch picks that I did the other day. Number 2. And then here's another player.
Russell, first year as a full-time starter. She's been at South Carolina and Kentucky. Sam Purcell's really turned the reins loose on her.
When you look at her stat line, she's obviously scoring 13 points a contest, but she easily could be in the 20s.
And she impacts the game away from the ball, too. There's Spear launching a 3. Jewel Spear, her second 3 of the game, and it propels the Lady Vols to a 5-point lead.
Yeah, Jewel Spear has done a nice job of just setting herself up and spotting up for the 3. And when you have a player that shoots 39% from the 3-point line, know that if that ball is coming back out to her off that turnover, she's going to look to light it up from the outside.
Montague scored for Mississippi State. 20 seconds left in the half. Spencer, she knocks down a 3. That is number 7 for the Lady Vols in this first half.
So right now, Tennessee is 7 of 14 from the 3-point line.
Final possession of the half. Tennessee can add to the lead. Spencer for 3. Yes! Sam Spencer buries the 3 and sprints to. However, I will counter that Mississippi State finished the second quarter making 6 of their last 7 shots. So both teams on a roll going into the half. Let's see what happens now here in the second half. A 3 right away by Jewel Spear.
That play action that they ran, they really wanted to have the kickback misdirection, and Spear was right there to spot up for the 3-point shot. And that's what you don't want to do. You want to come out the half. You want to get a defensive stop.
What are we doing well? What do we need to fix? What's it going to take to win this game?
Well, I think what they're doing well right now is definitely scoring the basketball because they've got 36 points and they had a little run there, are coming off of 11 of their turnovers.
Russell and Jordan both on the floor now for Mississippi State. They finished the half with Jerkayla Jordan on the bench, a top inside, and that is what she does best, make shots.
Also a great rebounder on both sides of the basketball. And as you said, she's one of the best scorers in the paint. Right now she's shooting 69% on the season.
A good takeaway from Jerkayla Jordan. To Shields, to Russell. And Russell gets it out to the Shields. And Denham to Shields knocks down the three. Denham to Shields, very close connections to Tennessee. Her sister Diamond was a star here. Her mom was a star track athlete, Tish, and her dad played the major leagues for a long time. And that ends a 7-0 run.
And you don't want to have sloppy play out there. You rather have your team as fresh as you possibly can and give them the breaks that they need. And so utilizing the clock is also a good thing.
Oh, what a move by Montague. Latham with Jordan on her. Shot clock goes under 10. Spencer looking to create and draws the foul.
See that the shot clock is winding down. That's a smart and headsy play where Spencer could just say, look, let me see if I can. It's a fast free throw. It's just catch and shoot.
5 new players in for the Lady Vols. Just have to go so hard in spurts if you're a Tennessee player. You know you're going to get a breather.
And that's what she wants. She wants you playing hard every single minute and not having to worry about if I'm going to be fatigued or not. And that pressure does exactly.
And you know, Nikki, this isn't just a switch that Kim Caldwell flipped and said, hey, this is how you're going to play when the season started. There was a summer of grueling conditioning, the likes of which none of these players have ever experienced.
No, they hadn't, and this is the system and the philosophy that she likes is to be able to go deep in her bench.
Fouls on Kayla Thomas. Spearman on the free throw line. Spearman coming off an 18.8 rebound game against Arkansas over the weekend.
Kim Caldwell's system is allowing her bigs to play away from the basket. Traditionally, you have your 6'4 player in the paint, but not in Caldwell's system.
Russell facing the double team does a good job. Actually, does a good job to get rid of it.
You know, we talk about, there's a lot of players who take that pad. And junior college also is a way to prepare you. You got 2 years of learning what the system is and playing in a system, and she's able to transfer that here with the Mississippi State team.
Darby knocks down the three. And I know you told a story today that Pat Summitt initially stayed away from junior college, but were it not for her bending on that, there wouldn't be a couple of banners up in the rafters.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we were able to fulfill the roster with 2 really good junior college players, Shannon Bobbitt and Bird. They both came in and started that last year that we won the championship.
A couple of those banners up there, 07 and 08. Sam Spencer on the line. And Spencer's 4 of 4 from the free throw line, now 13 points tonight. Spencer averages 11 per game. Good press break by Mississippi State. Debrisha Poe. Her threes are like layups.
They are. I mean, when you think that she's not going to shoot it, she's going to shoot it. And she has a very quick release. And I like the fact that she's not hesitant. They broke the press, and she said, you know what, give me the ball, and I'm going to knock down the three. But coming right back at you got Ruby Whitehorn.
Tennessee scored 10 of the last 12 points. And there was a travel.
The way she extends that jump shot, it's very hard to block a jump shooter, and she does a nice job of making sure that she gets into that mid-range area.
Mississippi State forcing the turnover up to Jordan, and Jordan easily lays it in. Tennessee scored 23 points off Mississippi State turnovers. Lob down to Puckett. Nice. It's not normally where you see Sarah Puckett.
Well, she had a size advantage, and it took them a little while to realize it. And so once you see that you have that high-low action, now Spearman was able to pull Okada away from the basket, and that gave her that easy look inside.
McFall.
It's valuable to anyone looking to grow personally or professionally.
Yeah, I would encourage people in our audience to Google Pat Summitt's definite dozen.
Yes.
It's online, various sources. Mistake from McFall, missed the layup. Jordan with the offensive rebound and draws the foul going back up. You know, Nikki, if you think about it, Pat impact extends way beyond basketball. You were telling me there are people in that leadership training that really had to be told who Pat was.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, a lot of corporations, a lot of businesses may not know. And when you're able to take some of the leadership qualities that Pat Summitt has given to so many people, and again, this is really an opportunity for people to go online and utilize her leadership program.
Well, a lot of bodies colliding.
And so we didn't want any live ball turnovers, so you had to really put that exaggeration into their head. Yeah, I mean, that's how I exaggerated the story. But I did have to tell them, like, look, you cannot give live ball turnovers. And you can't especially do that against a team like Tennessee who likes to run.
And it puts McFall on the free throw line. McFall 2 points over her season average. She's playing better and better.
For Mississippi State, they obviously need her to also break the pressure, and she's done a really nice job of doing so.
Sam Spencer just screaming out direction to her team from the top of the key. Gets rid of it. And Cooper.
10 points, 5 of 15 from the field, but also this young lady can distribute the basketball. She will fill her stat line. She's already got 5 assists and 3 rebounds.
Jordan was left open. Did not make that shot, shockingly rolled off the rim. Cooper going to take it herself. She did that from end to end all by herself.
Yeah, Cooper did a nice job of really taking the ball to the basket, but more importantly, the finish with the left hand.
Nice pass from McFall to Prater for the finish for Mississippi State. Quickly, Tennessee lets that go.
You have the last shot, so you don't want to go too early in the clock, but you definitely want to give yourself the best look possible.
Final seconds, third quarter. Russell open. And Russell just missing the 3.
That it takes just to put a scouting report together or just to put a practice plan together. And again, this relationship that I was able, and a lot of us were fortunate to have. I had the player relationship, player-coach relationship. I had coach-coach, but more importantly, she was also one of my dearest friends.
Cooper opens up the fourth quarter with a 2 from Tennessee. Yeah, that last picture where you guys were embracing, you were actually coaching against her at that point. Cooper again, 4 unanswered points. Final quarter. Tennessee will play Vanderbilt this weekend.
Solid play right there by Spencer to put her body in the harm's way, if you will. And again, defensively, this Tennessee team will get after you.
Oh, Spencer left open. Linda Shields fell down, so she pulled the trigger. Now Jerkayla Jordan will get a chance to eat into that, and Mississippi State will get the ball back.
Yeah, again, what you want to do is have great energy on the defensive side of the basketball, and Spencer had just knocked down the 3, and then maybe just got a little bit over the line a little bit and reaching for the ball and trying to keep the ball from seeing.
So Mississippi State, let's see if they can take advantage. Remember, Tennessee started the quarter out on 7-0 run. Poe picks up her dribble, knocked away. Hollingshed. Spencer. Good fake. Got Prater off her feet, buried the 2.
Yeah, Spencer is doing a really nice job of just taking what the defense gives her. Whether you give her a 3 or whether you give her penetration, she's just playing really calm and composed right now.
18 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists for Spencer. Jordan, and that's a 3.
17 points right now, but they're going to need a whole lot more of those 3 balls to get back in this game.
The one thing Mississippi State has done for the most part, they've not let this crowd be as big a factor as they can be here. Tennessee, when you look up in the rafters here, there's hardly any empty seats. So over 8,500 here tonight. And there's the takeaway by Boyd. Cooper saves it. Looks inside. Spearman.
A lot of missed opportunities right there, and let's see if Mississippi State can capitalize on it and string together some extra passes maybe, but getting yourself to the free throw line. More pressure, maybe a little bit more full court pressure if they can.
Tennessee ranked number 15 in the nation right now. Good post up by Spearman. They just cannot buy a basket suddenly.
No, nice job right there with helping on the double inside and causing her to miss the shot.
Good look. Prater had hands in her face, found McFall, and McFall is fouled again. Actually, DeShields just comes in for Mississippi State as well. And that gets the lead to under 10. So if you're Mississippi State right now, Nikki, how are you going to finish this game? What has to happen?
Well, first off, you got to get your defensive stops. And he went with a very defensive-minded lineup, but you got to stay disciplined against a team like Tennessee. But Whitehorn has just been absolutely dominant. And when she sees that she has a size advantage, guess what she does? She backs you down and she brings you into the post game, and then she elevates.
She also has a freshman on her, Shakira Edwards. Leading scores Whitehorn and Spencer both with 18 points. Jordan has 17 for Mississippi State. Final quarter here in Rocky Top. Nice hook inside. Cooper feeding the post to Spearman.
Again, the size advantage that you have when you're able to post up and get deep in the paint like Cooper did, and that double team left the wide open layup for Spearman.
Prater spun away from Spencer and makes it.
Making sure that Tennessee gets the set and the look that they want, and right now they do have the size advantage.
Shot clock down to 2, and then a foul called. Redshirt freshman from Las Vegas, redshirted last season. I know you're there now, but Ray Burrell is from Vegas.
Ray Burrell also from Vegas, yes.
You ever see Kanaya Boyd in Las Vegas?
I have not. I have not. But it's great seeing her in person right now.
Yeah. DeShields passed up the 3. Poe has a good pass.
That was a nice pass. Great ball handling right there by DeShields for the kick out. And if they can string along, again, a defensive stop here and there, again, 71 to 78. But the difference in this Tennessee team in the second half is they've been all over the offensive glass. They got 16 offensive rebounds.
Capricia Poe having a good night for Mississippi State. Spearman again getting good looks inside. Finishes with the left.
Yeah, Spearman can do a little bit of everything when you think about her ability to score the basketball, and she's done so by that little step through that she had. And here's Tennessee back, running the ball back at Mississippi State.
3-on-2 break. And Joel Spear at the free throw line, honored before the game tonight after going over 2,000 career points. She's already received her undergrad trademarks of this program, especially.
I was 32 and I was 33, so we thought it was a great idea. And I said, okay, I'll do it with you. And Pat was livid.
No, Pat was not very happy.
Yeah, cook for us, and we just really miss her. But
4th foul on Spearman. Akot misses both free throws, and the rebound goes to Cooper. Excuse me, Whitehorn. Under 2 minutes to play. Time running out on Mississippi State. And a foul.
Mississippi State and Tennessee have just been back-to-back with each other. 15 to 17 in the first quarter. 22 to 21 in the third quarter. Right now, 15 to 17 in the fourth quarter. So, quarter number 2. Going to have to go back and look at that.
Whitehorn now with 20 points for the Lady Vols.
Player for player, they have done a great job of doing so.
McFall misses the 3. Wow, what hustle.
And as you're looking at this Tennessee team, they're doing a great job of taking time off of the clock.
And making threes. Jewel Spear.
And Mississippi State has numbers right now.
Under 30 seconds to play. McFall for 3. In and out. Prater with a rebound. Gets the 2. 20.5 to play. And Tennessee is going to win this game and move to 3-2 in SEC play, 15-2 overall after a spirited effort by Mississippi State. A lot of positives to draw from the Bulldogs, and Kim Caldwell and the Lady Vols just keep on going.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of stringing together 3 solid quarters.